afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, Hero Psych, Defender of the Fatherland. Off here to a 1 vs 1 on Crossroads. Between the south, we got Charlietango fighting here for the Oberkommand West for the Panzergrenadier Division Brandenburg. Versus in the north, we got Rowdy fighting for the Soviet Union. And the 10th Guards Rifle Division, we're looking here at Firestorm, Spec Ops, and Scavenge versus Defensive Tactics, Guard Motor, and Armored Assault Tactics. There's a bit of an emphasis on T-3045s and a bit on heavy mortars as well. So there's a bit going on there for Rowdy and for Charlietango. Bulletins on infantry with a single wear for extra range on the anti-tank grenades, a bit farther reach. Support them company up there for Rowdy. Double engineers into Maxims. A plenty much rather than outspam basically with Maxims. Charlietango there, we're trying to lock him down in the early game. Charlietango with Kubak Fultz hope to perhaps just grab a lot of territory and then hold it up with Fultz Grenadiers. Important they're seized. First Maxim halfway down there for Charlietango. The Panzergrenadier Division Brandenburg was formed on the Brandenburgs, but sort of a special operations unit for the Germans. Really good infiltrators, that a lot of people could talk a lot of different languages. I'm used in many sort of daring things, but at some point they basically just decided to turn into regular Panzergrenadier Division, which would later then be joined up with the Panzer Corps, Großdeutschland, joining in with the Panzerdivision Großdeutschland. A little fun fact there, and a little bit there. Points there being grabbed. You got Fultz Jumpers moving towards the centre. Kuba and there grabbing the eastern fuel point, almost done. First Maxim setting up there to cover the centre by the looks of it. Sturmpanzers advancing in this case, taking a house. We've got more Maxims there for Rowdy. So despite having infantry and tank grenade bulletins, he's not really going for anything that benefits for it so far. Might of course be a bit of, a attempt at throwing off his opponent, make him expect something else than what's actually about to hit him. We'll have to see. But also note he's moving in. Max, they're trying to avoid, it's actually being spotted here, but looks got some kind of mean maneuver with the Maxim going in. There we go. Fultz under opening up there on the Maxim crew, quickly occupying the house. Alright, in Sis's house, we can't be suppressed. But what if they're shooting at us? We don't want to get hit. Shut up, Jürgen. It's at a house. You cannot be suppressed. You will not be afraid of the bullets. Rushing up here. The Sturmpanzer on the wrong side. He wasn't expecting to come from there. And there we go. Bit of an awkward situation there. Fultz joining up. So in this case, though, 2 units versus Maxim. In which case, the Maxim setting up slightly wrong department. In this case, it might just work out. This simply because there's just so many German troops there. And the Maxim in this case is caught in a pretty bad position there. Maxim is pushing westward. So do we see some conscripts there for Rowdy? Looks like it's not heading into heavy Maxim spam, just a couple of Maxims to support his infantry. Southern point there being grabbed. We got a take up there for Charlietango. Belgroup headquarters Mechanized regiment. That is the question. Engineers rushed off here as well there as Charlietango strikes in from the east towards the west there. Suddenly leaves Rowdy there a bit exposed. Maxim now being rushed forward alongside a conscript squad there, ready to counterattack the fascists. And there you go. Maxim setting up and opening up, and the Sturm Pioneers exposed out in the open with no cover to speak of. Fultz is hanging back and falling back. Southern half of the map is pretty much Charlietango's here. And it is Mechanized regiment up there for Charlietango, opening up for Lux and Pumas. Also the Stukas of Fuss. Sandbags going up to help defend the central victory point. Not a bad idea, in particular all these Maxims out there. Sandbags should help quite a bit.
Salvaging destroyed vehicles and weapons will yield additional resources.
And we've got their scavenge for Charlietango opening up for Jaegers. Thorough salvage, infiltration tactics, Austrians, and artillery. Double Maxim with the Fultz, they're quickly suppressed. There's simply too much suppression, too short amount of time there. Push back, leaving only a Fultz squad inside the house to keep the centre free of the Russians, of the Bolsheviks. In the east, we've got engineers pushing Fultz there. Fultz there, firing off a few shots, but overall they just can't do enough damage here. This is 2 Max machine guns. Germans getting ready to push up the west. It looks like try to draw away the Russians from the centre. Not a bad idea. Though, of course, once it gets up, the looks he should be able to punish the Maxim heavier play there from Rowdy decently. Looks by they're going for a field infirmary, not going for, say, more troops. I think you should have at least gone for another conscript squad before aiming for the field infirmary there, but go figure. Conscript there's delaying. Charlietango's push out the west, also giving him time to move up the Maxim. There you go. Pushing it back. There he could even sprint whether he wanted to. Conscript pushing in. Oh dear, trying to push around the conscripts to allow the Sturm Pioneers to close into the unit. get him into a better position. That is definitely a bold move there. If his opponent had a tank grenade, they could end up poorly for the Kugelwagen. In this case, though, it worked out for Charlietango. And these two, we got engineers, they're going for the victory point, trying to slow down Charlietango's victory point bleed. Maximum towards the house, they're occupying it and denying it to the fascists. Up north there, Maxim waiting for the Germans to advance from their positions. And any further opening up on the Maxim side, the house, we've got flamethrower engineers opening up as well. And that's going to push back the machine gun crew there as well, then heavy caliber. But he could try and push up for here and maybe then try and launch a flank here on the cut-off point. That way force him to pull back from here to defend here, otherwise risk losing access to a lot of his resources. But right now, otherwise the priority for Charlietango is going to be getting out of looks and that way punishing his opponent pretty hard as fast as possible. And he's got the resources, he just needs to click the little button and call up the Lux Aufklärungspanzer. Third Maxim on the way there for Rowdy, very short on infantry. That could prove a bit problematic there. We got demo charges here on the sandbags. They will never see it coming, comrades. They will never see it coming. We disguised it as a lunchbox. Actually, they're getting blasted. Full service in years definitely won't have a chance there. Overall, Rowdy doing what he can to pressure back at Charlietango, though I do feel he could have more infantry to do so better. Still, the Maxim, of course, being somewhere over there, as the can certainly also do the trick there. Kuban pushed back here by the Maxim, preventing it from grabbing the fuel point just in the nick of time. Looks almost done there for Charlietango. And there we go. Light reconnaissance tank out there for Charlietango. One of two actually the Germans made. The other one's based actually on the Czechoslovakian Panzer 38T. And was basically known as the reconnaissance tank Panzer 38T, I believe. Just no name like the Lux, for example. Little fun fact there. Volkswagen kept pushing in against the engineers, could flank the conscripts here, leaves allowing for another squad to flank the conscripts. Looks at dealing with the Maxim side of the house, just moving straight up to the walls and firing the shots through them. There we go, flanking the conscripts here with the Volksgunners and the Sturmgewehrs, getting up close and ugly, and then assisting as they turn to deal with the flanking elements. The other element strikes there. Nicely executed assault there by Charlietango, and the West Maxim is going to be caught in a pretty bad position. Kugelwagen, Sturmpioniere, Kugelwagen striking forwards, and he's going for a second Kugelwagen. Wow, a second Kugelwagen at this stage of the game. I definitely haven't seen that one before, I'm pretty sure of that. Battle Group headquarters up there for Charlietango. Healing and reinforcement, he's feeling pretty confident there, otherwise I'd probably suggest a Schwerpanzer at quarters, since that one can take up faster. Whereas this does mean he can't go so quickly forward, and of course he does have a bit of healing then for his troops. Volkswagen versus Maxim engineers have plenty there with flamethrower as well. There we go, we got a quick incendiary grenade there, Brandhandgranate. Double Maxim then pushing through. Troops being pushed back. Looks doing what he can here a bit. Harassment with its auto cannon. Shots fired again and again. In this case, he's actually trying to stay around the Maxim, which is actually delaying him further from getting out in the field. There you go. Rowdy is bringing up a T-70 light tank here to deal with his opponent's infantry, but also more importantly, deal with the Lux. Mine's going down there. Not too far away from the demo charge there. There you go, Fulton close there. Caught out in the open by the Maxim suppressed. Another Maxim joining in there. Germans slightly losing ground in these. He's now making for a big push, then probably going to try and push down there. Not a bad idea rather than trying to beat his head into this. Though, of course, the problem is a bit the Lux can quickly react to this and without any real anti-tank assets. I mean, the Lux has got pretty much as much freedom as it wants. And no anti-tank grenades. They obviously want to get the T-70 as fast as possible. If he's gone for the anti-tank grenade, that would be delayed, but you know. Lux has nonetheless managed to arrive. Not Lux, but T-70 there. Light tank, armed with a 45mm gun. Was to replace the T-50 and the T-60, which were either a reconnaissance tank or a infantry support tank. The T-70 is basically meant to pull double duty in that department. Fun fact. Looks there moving up, T-70 moving down, but they got field gun on the way there for Rowdy, something a bit more anti-tanky, and there you go, T-70 fires. Finally scores a penetrating hit down the Lux. Another hit there on the light tank, another hit there, the Lux is only a bit of trouble there, Spion Punish nearby, close to half health. There we go, half health. There's also a lot of mines, the T-70 needs to be careful, that plus of course, Fulton with the Panzerfaust. But there you go, done a lot of damage here with its 45mm gun. Almost got it. Careful there. Rowdy, careful. Conscripts retreating. Veterans won, though not a single kill, though of course a lot of that's done there by doing damage to the looks. There we go, damage engine, self-repairs going up, there's the T-70 disengages up here, we got a bigger push in, double maximum for the Storm Pioneers, grabbing all the western points here, 63 field gun moving out as well here, Looks moving ahead, oh! If you knew the Looks were right next to the demo chart, you probably would have detonated in taking out that tiny terror there. Fed 4 covering up now, Kednev and Looks here with a bit of repairs underway. Bit risky there by Charlietango. A few good attacks from either side could quickly knock out that tank if he's not careful. Still manages to push back down the field after having lost it to Charlietango's aggressive tactics, supported by a lot of Kubelbakens and of course the Looks. More demo charges there from Rowdy, he certainly loves them, and we got Jaegers out here for Charlietango. In these two we got Conscripts versus Fultz Grenadier with their Sturmgewehrs. And there you go, push back the Conscripts. Kednev sneaking up, T-70 slowly, good to go. And the Looks heads out again. Fun fact, there actually existed one Looks that actually got a turret from a Puma instead, making you sort of a light tank with a 50mm gun. That never really caught on. For what reasons though, I can't say. Fultz being suppressed. In the west we got a marksman there, we got Max with there being incendiary grenaded by the Fultz Grenadiers. Close to another mine. I mean, Charlietango's actually done a reasonably good job. They're actually mining as much as they can here and there to make it harder for them to go through. Comes to the hit of mine, and there you go, doesn't have to tank grenade this time. Hitting Looks, damaging the engine. It's the T-70 though, is nowhere near there to support. Minesweeper's up here for Rowdy as well though. Good response then, good foresight in the end. He hasn't actually hit a lot on mines by the time he actually went for it, but still assumed there'd probably be a lot of mines by this point, so good there. And of course even better that Charlietango actually laid down a lot of mines in the sense. Obviously not so much because they give some Minesweeper value, but still he actually done it, and so many players tend to neglect laying down mines at all. Up here in the west, we've got Kuhlmann there versus Maxim. Kednev there with the C-70 pushing him back. In fact, loses it here to the Kednev. That's a bit of an awkward handling there by Rowdy. It's definitely beneficial there to Charlietango, which means, of course, his Looks is, well, pretty much without problems. Maxim, they got the Kubelwagen. That was less well done there by Charlietango. And the Looks is good to go again there with 8 kills to its name. Heading southwards there, pushing through. Taking advantage of the fact that Charlietango is, I think, emphasising the centre of the map a bit too much there, not so much defending his own fuel points, though he is quick to respond once he realises what's going on there. Second field gun there for Rowdy, bringing up a lot of anti-tank there to deal with the Germans. Fultz moving up there with the assault rifles in hand, and a few counter-AKs as well.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
Damaged engine and a knocked out Maxim. The crew long since dead, popped out, leaving behind on the machine gun for someone to seal. Bad position there for the field gun, no support from the infantry, and left exposed here. Charlietango pounces upon it, and quickly clears it out. And, oh, it is, it's about to salvage it. That's going to be a huge loss there for Rowdy. That is definitely not good. Looks pulling back there for some repairs. Sealing, reinforcing, and we got Guard Motor there for Rowdy. Kuhlmann up here right next to demo charge. Yeah, that was definitely awkward. I mean, generally as a rule of thumb, try not to leave your anti-tank weapons unattended, as it can backfire on you. And there you go, Kuhlmann knocked out here by demo charge. Fultz pushed back, but the Maxim needs to try and recruit that. We got Fultz here versus double Maxims. A storm of bullets flying in the general direction. Moving up there to grab points back here. Troops in reinforced. We've got heavy mortar up to the Guard Motor there for Rowdy. I would say, versus the Looks, Guard Motor seems like a late choice. Generally, most players would have gone for Guard Motor and a Guard Rifleman sooner to help contain the Looks. In this case, they seemed rather belated, and that probably would have benefited from a faster sort of move there. Charlietango going for the Shroud Punch at quarters. He's actually got a decent fuel advantage now, so that makes a lot of sense. He could rush out a medium tank if he wants to. Troops advancing up the east. Heavy mortar fire there against the Germans. And certainly earlier heavy mortar could also have been beneficial there to Rowdy. Maxim quickly needs to debar there with the Jaegers. And here Looks dealing with isolated conscript sport, but there you go, does take engine damage. Jaeger's being suppressed here by the Maxim. Might try grenade assault here. Oh, they're pinned before that can happen, and instead ends up suffering quite brutally at the hands of the Russians. Veteran 2 for the looks. Okay, mortar raining down, then the house, and there goes Jump, press field gun moves up, trying to get the looks here. Con's going to lead the way. Oh dear, this is going to be close. If you can't do it though, that's going to be horrific there for Charlietango. There we go. Field gun hits the bleeding wall. Yuri, where did your Lancer shoot? There we go, Yuri, much better. But there you go, straight into the take. Maximum covering up. We got artillery raining down here from a light infantry gun provided here by Charlietango. In the south there, Maxim pushing forward to further provide emphasis on the fuel point. Troops reinforcing here. Still no guardsmen for Rowdy. A bit of resource there being floated. And falls into the Maxim while he goes to the victory point. No attempt so far by way to recapturing this one. And there you go, guardsmen are ramming here for Rowdy, getting them the DP light machine guns as well. So Charlietango there losing a bit of ground to the Bolsheviks. Got the MD-34 there being loaded forwards. Guardsman almost done. Kednev are hiding out here, covering the centre with its 88mm rockets, and they're going for the fuel point there, salvaging the looks for a bit of extra fuel and munitions. He's actually got a ton of munitions. You could definitely stand to do something with that. A lot of mines would be good. Panzer IV on the way there for Charlietango. A lot of mines going off there, blowing up numerous Russians. Only then to come into fire from Jaegers and the MD-34. Nice position there. And the light infantry gun joins in as well there to the chorus of death. In the west here, Fox on to Maxims aplenty. And here in the centre, we've got another Maxim covering up there. Comes to the need to retreat. Oh! Jaeger's right next to the demo charge. He's not seem to be detonating it. I mean, you can see they're right on it. There we go. Jaeger's blown to kingdom come. Fox was there flanking up the Maxims. Then that running goal's got the other Maxim there ready to cover that up. Good work-ish. We got the Haymortar still finding way close, moving a bit closer to the front line, trying to bombard the German positions there with heavy artillery. Panzer IV almost down there for Charlietango, and the Panzergrenadier Division Brandenburg. There you go, Panzerkampfwagen gefechtsbereit. Pindlermat machine gun there being added for extra firepower versus the infantry. And Rowdy's only really got a field gun and some anti-tank rifles that sort of halted. He's got no armor, no tank destroyers, nothing beyond that. So that's a bit of a risky position then if Charlietango handles his Panzer IV quite well. Could end up doing a lot of damage there to Rowdy. It is time, by the way, here for the mid-game analysis in terms of damage. Rowdy's ahead kills-wise, though. Charlietango is much further ahead there. So bit of this and that for either side. Of course, I mean, Charlietango put more emphasis on vehicles. Obviously, that also means it's going to be more skewed towards, damage rather than kills. Though, of course, at the same time, I mean, Rowdy has made a few mistakes here and there, so that does hold up. But that looks probably, I think, did quite a bit to sort of push ahead. I mean, basically, it's one vehicle. No matter how you end up losing, it still generally do a lot of kills. So that means also in that regard, it's more skewed than it's just been, say, all infantry fighting between the two. In terms of army value, Rowdy's sort of been lagging behind there, Charlietango. In terms of resource flow, a bit more closer there in terms of points out there again. Bit there, but overall, Charlietango sort of for a bit there been more in control thanks to Luke's one. We could see that sort of Rowdy's getting back in the fight, but of course now the Panzer IV out, and that does give Rowdy some problems. I mean, he's made some mistakes here and there, in particular again losing that field gun like that. Rather has limited what he can actually do with enemy armor, and that again means the Panzer IV here has some freedom on the battlefield. And for that regard, I mean, Rowdy should consider either, trying to take up, but a part of me thinks just a bunch of S-26 here would help keep the Panzer IV in check, plus, of course, Brighton with a lot of artillery, which could then be used to blast the German positions. And then finally, he can then sort of try and make a push here for the Schwer Panzer quarters and try to do as much damage quickly with it using the Su-76s. I mean, that could very well be an option there for Rowdy. Otherwise, try to take up, go for the T-3045, though, of course, that does mean he's going to be relying on a single field gun and some guardsmen, perhaps some mines, to keep the Panzer IV in check until he then can actually get out the T-3045. So that's not without its risks either there for Rowdy. But he should definitely put more effort into controlling the fuel points. Demo charges around them is certainly not a bad idea. And otherwise try and keep getting as many wipes done Charlietango. And he's gotten several wipes on him now, so that's something there for him. But, you know, the more the merrier in this case, because otherwise Rowdy is definitely risks sort of falling a bit further behind in the longer run. As for Charlietango, a lot of munitions. He could consider more mines. He could consider orbital Darden with infrared Sturmgewehr, something to pressure with there. Down the road, maybe another Panther 4. Of course, could try and go for the Panther there for some more serious firepower. Or in theory, he could try and play for the King Tiger. I suppose it depends a bit on how the situation's evolving and what Rowdy is doing. I mean, if Rowdy sort of manages to put together, you know, a more solid mid-game there, Panther might be necessary. Otherwise, if there's a few weaknesses there, he might be able to push through. A King Tiger could work out in the end there for Charlietango, though it would still involve some risks and certainly give Rowdy plenty of chance to get back in the fight if he's not careful. So a few thoughts there to consider. But overall, I mean, Charlietango's playing nicely. He could try and hit the fuel points a bit more, you know, focused. I think he's trying to, you know, put too much emphasis on the center of the map, which does mean, again, resource-wise, if Rowdy were to put more emphasis there, he'd be in a lot more trouble. But again, Rowdy himself has also allowed himself to play a bit more into the center than he probably should have against Charlietango. So again, I mean, remember, it's not always about the center and the central victory point. If you control the fuel points, you'll generally be better off there. So, I mean, control the fuel points tends to be a very good way of sort of, you know, beating the other guy. So let's return to the fight here and see what happens. Panther 4 moving up there, pit by machine gun halfway done. That Maxim's going to have no chance there versus the Panther 4. In the center, constant under fire from the lightest infantry shots. Steering pioneers with mines, but we take no chance there with further demo charges or mines there from Rowdy and the 10th Guards Rifle Division. We got orbital out there for Charlietango. And the Panzergunner Division Brandenburg. Looks like they got fragmentation grenade against the light infantry gun. Demo charge goes off and wipes the Steel Pioneers. Looks like he wasn't paying attention to occupy the around the center, and that cost Charlietango another high value unit. That's definitely going to hurt in the longer run if it keeps up suffering losses like that. And that's definitely going to give Rowdy then more time actually getting back into the game, sort of further pushing back against Charlietango, though again, it does require more emphasis around the lead and fuel points. Or getting up some fuel caches. But looks like he's actually aiming for tanks to himself, Mechanized Armor Company up, and in fact, fuel-wise, he's not too far off now from the T-3485. Figure there pushing back the Panther 4 down to close to half health there. Constant under fire from the MG-34 in the center. Kedneff are still on eternal watch, and there we go. We got the Orbital Dart now, and we got the LMG-34 on the way for them. Orbital Dart being a rank in the German army, I believe. There's no sort of specific sort of type of, you know, Orbital Dart unit, though they're probably sort of more to represent veteran units. Men that have seen a lot of fighting, already have plenty of experience on the Eastern Front. Though it seems like they're a bit stuck. So, how do we get out of here? I don't know. I guess we jump over the fence. Also, this gap should be, you know, passable, but for some reason, there seems to be an invisible force field. Or, you know, we get some Panther to crush all obstructions. That works too. I mean, the hard German stuff probably have to do this efficiently. Of course, there was conscripts Maxim there, keeping them pinned a bit down a bit. Their Panther wanting to get up the support alongside the Orbital Darden. In the center there, fully under fire for the Maxim. Just being slowly suppressed there. Light infantry gun firing. Orbs on their flank against the conscripts with the LMG-34 and of course the counter-ATKs. More orbital Darden there for Charlietango. Bit of rare sight to see an Commando S play going for plenty of them. Flooding quite a bit of munitions. They definitely should look into doing something about that. And Rowdy could soon, you know, go for the T-35s. You just need to, you know, save up some manpower for it, and they can call up those tanks there to deal with the Germans, you know. That way challenge the Panther 4 bit as well. Also on this, and the guardsmen running. Field gun lands got hit on the Panther 4. T-35 on the way there for Rowdy and the 10th Guards Rifle Division. Panther 4 pulling back. They're heading into a wall there. Not the sharpest driving. More artillery fire there from the heavy mortar, closing in the veteran 2-1. No smoke screens though, attempted here by Rowdy in there. Gold something up. Oh, straight into the Maxim. The Maxim they caught off guard. But then again, might be able to stop it. Then again, oh, the Orbs are too fast moving. They're within range now to pop off a bundle grenade there. Oh, there we go. Retreat there from Rowdy. Awkwardly caught off guard there by the Orbital Darden. And there we go. Second Orbital Squad moving up here. Now the western side. It's going to be a lot of firepower there that Charlietango is now bringing to the battlefield. And could give Rowdy a bit of problems, and he doesn't have, you know, a lot of awfully veteran infantry. In fact, his emphasis on guardsmen there not pushing his infantry well enough has rather meant that the Oberson have plenty of ground there to dominate. I mean, if had Rowdy, you know, had guardsmen out soon and done better with them, he'd probably be able to counter the Oberson much better. But without anything like that, the Oberson will have a lot more freedom here on the battlefield. Fortunately, run straight to the T-35. There you go. Otto gets off the Panzerfaust, but it has limited impact there. Instead, the impact from the T-35 is more noticeable on the German infantry. Machine guns, main gun there blasting. We've got troops there supporting the T-35. Troops out in the open, getting blasted and misses. Kettenwerfer moving up, Panther 4 sneak up the west side. He could actually soon go for another T-35, or he could try and rush out a T-34-76 to support it that way, just getting sort of a number superiority there versus Charlietango in terms of tanks. Plus, of course, while the T-35 of course be more suited for dealing with the Panther 4, the T-34-76 would just help versus the infantry, which is certainly also just another option there for Rowdy to consider. Field gun there needs some reinforcement, by the way. That's in a terrible state.
Supply sector under attack.
Panther 4 there flanked with the T-35 there. Bit blind charge there. Trying to flank them in this case, run straight into the Racketten. We also got a marked vehicle there. Almost got the Panther 4 there, but the T-35 was almost done. Looking pretty bad there. Low on health, low on number. Oh, main gun destroyed. Not good there. Looks like he gets the T-35 out there. We got artillery called down. He's taking a very long route trying to avoid there being caught. Anti-tank grenades maybe off there from the conscripts. Artillery raining down. Looks like they go wiping out the Maxim. T-35 somehow managed to escape. Field gun moving up. Oh no, get caught there. Got caught up into terrain. There you go. Gets the Panther 4. But lost the field gun in return here. And he might still end up losing here. The T-35, if he's not careful. Conscious out in the open, being gutted. Slaughtered here by the double Obersoldaten. Turned into a bit of a slaughter there for Rowdy as he attempted to get the Panther 4, but instead, while he guarded, he lost everything else in the process, including his T-35. I would describe that as a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. He can't really afford any more victories like that one against the German tanks. I mean, he lost, again, conscripts, tanks, field guns, Maxims, all for the sake of one Panzer 4. Guardsman good to go again. We got the Maxim remaining. He's still got, you know, map control, but the problem is, can he actually maintain it at this rate? I mean, he's down to now 2 Maxims, 1 engineer, 1 guard squad, and 1 heavy mortar versus 2 Obersoldaten, 3 Volksgruppen, 1 Maxim, 1 infantry gun, and 1 Rakettenwerfer. There's a bit of a difference there in terms of force. Though he can't get out another T-35, and so far it seems like Charlietango is maybe aiming for the Panther, otherwise the Panther will be good. Quick grenade there. Band grenade, the geballte Ladung. Oberson there getting blasted by the guardsman. It looks like he's going to get a wipe there. Oh! Yes, the Maxim got wiped there.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
Before the last remaining Obersoldat there need to retreat. German mad Maxim moving up there. Guards mad Maxim. T-35 they're almost done. Charlietango can now go for the Panther here. Or of course he could be aiming for the King Tiger, which would still be risky. It would give Rowdy more time to get back, but at the same time, considering Rowdy's current state, it probably wouldn't be too bad. Though again, at the same time, I mean, Charlietango is still very much in the back foot in terms of map control. Victory point-wise, he's certainly also behind his opponents. T-35 there arriving though for Rowdy. Maxim arriving there. Max MD-34 covering the centre there. Hey, Mortals ready to support. A lot of fire there down the machine gun crew there in the centre. Hey, Bolts there wipes out half the crew. T-35 almost got more, but doesn't quite land the hits there. We got Rakettenwerfer arriving with its rockets, and there he goes. Shoots right from the front line there. The T-35, which is, I think, trying to wipe it out actually. Probably better off trying to rely on the heavy mortar doing the trick there, but ends up retreating it. All of a sudden they're being suppressed. Geballte Ladung there against Indies, forcing out to in front of them, but they're pinned down now. T-35 is going to need some repairs here in the east. We got a Maxim crew there covering up there, preventing any direct moves on the field point without armor to support it. Awesome smoke to lay down the screen there. this point, though, Rowdy should probably begin expecting a King Tiger. I mean, he hasn't seen anything after the Pens before. He notices the opponent's got plenty of resources, so at this point, expecting a King Tiger is, I think, very sensible idea in that regard. He should probably consider preparing for it with an H-85. Flanking in the Maxim in the east with Engineers. T-35 moving up there. Oh, takes another hit there. Shots fired at the Maxim crew, sending running. Got guards moving up there. Orbs are though ready to halt them as well. Academy have set up. And then go T-35 needs to pull back from Pez. Got a quick grenade there off. Now they can Baltaladung. And there we go. Eventually two for the Obersoldaten. Maximum suppressed Haymore setting up there, half 8-52, back of base troops seemingly enforcing, and we've got more guardsmen out there for Rowdy.
The sector is at risk. Yes, comrade.
Maximum, but Haymore to the engagement. Fulton's begun those jump on his squad there for Charlietango, and he's clearly saving up for the King Tiger here, the Königstiger. Tiger 2.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Charlietango is pushing back on the field he's lost some time ago there to Rowdy and the 10th Guards Drive Division. The Guardsmen there versus the Obersoldaten. But these are fresh ones versus, well, not so fresh Obersoldaten. Moving forward there, T-35 they're almost good to go. Orbs on here by the more veteran guard squad supported by Engineers. Very close to the King Tiger. In fact, he's got the resources now for the King Tiger, the Königstiger, and there we go. Tiger 2 arrives with the production turret, as was actually known. I mean, people like to, Henschel and Porsche. The problem is Henschel and Porsche had nothing to do with the turret at all. That was actually handled by Krupp. And in terms of the chassis itself of the tank, that was, a matter of Henschel, but Porsche never had a chance there because by that point in the war, Porsche had pretty much lost all trust as an actual weapons designer.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
So a little fun fact there about the King Tiger. Maximum push back, full about T-35 opening up there, and at this point again, Rowdy's made a bit of a mistake there again. He really hasn't apparently expected the King Tiger. He's not prepared for it. He's only got a field gun and the T-35 here to halt the Tiger 2 as it rolls forward. And these two, we got Fulton there pushing back the Guardsmen. Holy moly, good hit there from the King Tiger, almost wiped in time. Maximum crew leaves only one man standing, and the Neat 3 is on the run there. Probably having already soiled himself. And there you go, he's going for the H-35, T-35 there flanking in behind the King Tiger there. Field gun there close as well, but quickly pulling back the T-35 there to realise he can't quite get fast enough behind it. Field gun now in a pretty bad position as well. They're having tried to get in there and take caught up with the Obersoldaten. A bit of an awkward move there by Rowdy, which gets punished hard by Charlietango's veterans troops, which he's also using quite nicely to support the King Tiger with, which is also, of course, quite important. Supporting your King Tiger while attacking. Insofar, though, Charlietango is clearly not using it as a lawn ornament, which is definitely a good sign, as so many Ober Commandos players will go for King Tiger and then use it like a lawn ornament. There you go. Double Obersoldaten veteran 2 here. There's a lot of guards. We got one veteran free squad. The problem is up against now reasonably veteran Obersoldaten. There you go. Quick grenade. Artillery going off. Obersoldaten split off. King Tiger there arriving, and there you go. The guardsmen are forced to abandon the position. T-34 flanking here from the south, trying to do some damage there. A bit risky. The problem is going to get closer to the Pantherfausts. H-35 has arrived here. You should probably try to get the T-35 to join the H-35, but by now it's caught up behind enemy lines, taking fire from artillery. McKinnon efforts. King Tiger's moving in. Obersoldaten there blocking off any path towards to assist that T-35 there. Maxim going up though. Artillery fire raining down. T-35 they're about to get knocked out. Really in the end didn't do that much there for Rowdy. Obersoldaten have been pushed back. King Tiger continuing its hunt there. T-35 there runs into the Kidnapper and gets annihilated. Debris flying all over the place. So now he's really only got the H-35 here to combat the King Tiger. He's not got a lot of troops, and of course the King Tiger's now got a lot of excellent troops there to call upon for support against the Russians. Good hit in the King. Guardsman HE5 misses by quite a margin. Hit them. Where were you shooting? Second shot lands this time, though, bouncing off the very thick sloped armor of the King Tiger.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
These he's trying to avoid, just getting caught up and trying to expand elsewhere, keeping the HD5 the range to try and contest the King Tiger from making too many moves. There you go. Shoots again, but bounces once more. At max range, the King Tiger does have a pretty decent chance of bouncing most shots there, unless they're coming from something, veteran in terms of tank destruction. Another shot bounced. Ludwig, go out and look who's knocking. Yeah, I know it's not a very funny joke. But at least I'm glad we're not dead, so shut up, Ludwig. At least we're not driving in a Lux, Ludwig. Shut up, Ludwig. They should have they're pulling back. King Tiger just hanging back. Engineers going down there. Hey, mortar firing away there. Steel Pani's being blasted. Rowdy is, making effort there in the east, but the problem is he needs at least another HE5 to have a good chance there versus the King Tiger from the front. Max, they're getting blasted here by the opposite as they move in aggressively. Guardsman in a lot of trouble as well. King Tiger moving forwards, Kednev supporting. Shot finally penetrated there for the HE5. Second shot though bounces. Max from there taking loss. We've got the opposite on there pushing back the other Maxim. Just shredding them out in the open. Massacring them.
We have lost a machine gun crew.
Looking overall pretty grim here for Rowdy. Rather like GG there, a victory for Germany.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies. Tank destroyer here.
Another Panther 4 there. Now just going for the Katyusha. I definitely think a Katyusha at this stage is a bit awkward. Not really a good choice. HD5 though. Now, almost got the King Tiger down to half health. Guardsman pushing forwards, but the results are pretty gruesome as the King Tiger fires a shot straight in between them, wiping up roughly half the squad.
We are losing territory. We need to re-establish our supply lines.
So Katyusha almost done, but I don't really see the Katyusha winning out this one for Charlietango. Oh, Rowdy here. And then you almost wiped another guard squad there. Orbison take a few hits there from the artillery. 14 kills on the King Tiger. Almost went to 1 there. Artillery running down against the heavy mortar, which is 52. Also 14 kills, close to 53. Katyusha moves up. Panther 4, number 2 arriving there for Charlietango. You could probably try and run up there and actually get off a button grenade over the hedgerows there against it. Maximum almost right with the orbital Darden, which are very close to veteran fleet now. There we go, actually veteran fleet. Actually found the fire there from the King Tiger. Right in front of a mine though. Shot bounces. Good hit in the guardsman. And there we go, straight into the mine. But the HE5 itself is in pretty poor shape there. Orbison then catches the Katyusha, and there you go. King Tiger shoots, knocks out the HE5 there. Half health, and with that, Rowdy surrenders, his spirit broken like his tank destroyer. GG there, bit of a back and forth fight between the two. Rowdy, though, I think made a few tactical mistakes here and then a few strategic. It seems like he wasn't quite expecting the looks, so he expected his opponent to go for Battle Group Headquarters, a lot of fault guns. The problem is he didn't. He went for the max looks, and the thing is, they looked in reasonably well counter sort of maximum heavy play with no to limited anti-tank. Factoring in that Rowdy then make the other mistake of leaving one field gun unattended, and that rather set off a chain of events that made it very difficult for Rowdy to compete. The demo charges helped. The problem was then, of course, he threw out the first TF-35 there, plus a lot there, versus the first Panther. I think that really gutted Rowdy. At that point, he had a really minimal chance of coming back, and then Charlietango took advantage to push for the King Tiger, at which point it was rather sealed there. So it basically came down to Rowdy making a series of questionable choices, which are now working out pretty poorly for him overall, and showing that Charlietango slowly but surely had the advantage again. It's not like Rowdy didn't play, well at all. I mean, he made some good choices here and there as well. The problem was just the poor choices he made undercut him so much more than the good choices actually benefited him. And also, you should have considered, hitting the fuel points more, denying Charlietango more fuel, whereas Charlietango did quite well there in denying Rowdy quite a bit of fuel there. So, overall, Charlietango in that sense also, I think, played quite well. Good use of the orbital line as well there, by the way. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed the match. Hope you learned something from it. Hope it gives you these matches. If it did, subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Cheers, everybody.